Well, this venue will host Super Bowl 55 in a couple years' time, but for now, we've got non-playoff football here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got right coming. Watch out. And let's get that ball. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. Pass incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 3rd down, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
To try again after the sack. Murray and Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
45. Mike, 45. Check. Watch twist.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
A gain of 16
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
45, Mike, 45. Silver.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. How about that from... Momentum swing. You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They go play action here on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
45. Mike, 45. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45 for the mic. Go, go.
First down, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the 3rd player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. Now Murray again. They'll roll him out right. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Get him. Get him. Get him. Up. 45 to Mike.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing is Murray on third down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Murray now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. But it'll be second down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Let's go. 45 to Mike.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. To throw, Winston. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Winston from the gun on third down. And Winston lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they... They're an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now this time Murray to throw it. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. Now it's Murray on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in.
45, 47, 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, watch this, watch this. Hey, check three.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Steps away. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 98 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the 2nd longest in NFL history.
Amon Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who was running the ball, for that distance, give him some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is now 21-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. They fake the handoff. Now Murray going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Murray off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play. Winston to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hudson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Dawson's kick is up and through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So we've hit halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Now Winston. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go play action here on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Snap comes to Murray at 1. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On play action, it's Murray. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
45, Mike, 45. Yeah. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Kill.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
And that would cover beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Winston. Caught by Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go! 18 on it! 18 on it! Pick it up! Pick it up! Switch! Clean! Check, 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 check! Check, check, check! Back, back!
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Check, check, watch 54.
Murray now to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike, 45. Under him. Under crouch. Goose.
throwing is Murray on third down. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the gun on third down, Murray forced out to his left. Able to find Isabella. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Right there, 54.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now Winston and the Bucs down by 8. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route runnings.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, defense.
Back to throw it. Murray. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. The pass complete. It's Bird. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. One last shot now for Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Arizona, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag.